I'm super excited to have Connor Richards here from the Stanford Master's Program in Journalism. He's been doing some fantastic work related to county jails and the jailing system here in California. So I'm excited to hear what you've been working on, Connor. Hi, how are you?
Hey, Jillian, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. So I heard that you have this fantastic story coming up pretty soon about some procedural issues.
Yeah, so let me tell you a little bit about it. So, as I told you the last time I was on, I cover criminal justice in Santa Clara County. And so one case that I've been looking at is a lawsuit that settled in October. It's a lawsuit involving the San Jose Police Department, and it was filed by a civil rights attorney named Bruce Nickerson. And it's based around, it's a class action lawsuit involving 5 plaintiffs who were arrested at a park in San Jose between the period of 2014 and 2015. And these men say that they were unconstitutionally targeted by police officers for being gay. And so what happened was one of the people would go into a bathroom, and they would be followed by what later turned out to be an undercover police officer who would smile at the man, give them signals, and if this person gave any reciprocal signals to the police officer, they would then arrest them for lewd conduct in these decoy operations. And so this civil rights attorney has been fighting these cases not only in San Jose, but with police departments throughout the state of California. And he's basically gotten all these charges for these men thrown out because he has successfully argued to judges that these sting operations unconstitutionally target gay men.
Wow. So this was going on in 2014 to 2015. Can you talk to me a little bit about what other repercussions have occurred between then and now?
So a lot of these cases started getting a lot of coverage when judges started throwing out the charges. So one case that got a particular amount of coverage was around the same time. It was in October 2014. A man named Rory Maroney was arrested down in Long Beach by an undercover Long Beach officer. And so that case got thrown out. That case also actually recently settled out of court, also in October. And so since these cases got so much attention and brought so much scrutiny, police departments around the state kind of knocked off this practice. They say they don't do it anymore. The San Jose Police Department in particular has launched a pretty rigorous campaign to better relations with the LGBT community. They also launched a recruitment campaign to try and bring more LGBT officers onto the department. So there have been a lot of changes. But the civil rights attorney that I talked to, he told me that this is really a historical practice. He's been looking at data since 1979, but it's something that's been going on for decades, or in my research, I've discovered it's gone on for at least a century.
Wow, that's terrible. Discrimination in any form is not to be allowed in any situation, especially in the criminal justice system. So it's so important that you're reporting on this. And I heard that you spoke to Bruce Nickerson. Can you talk to me a little bit about that interview, how that went, and what he's like in person?
Yeah, he is a really eccentric guy. So when I heard about these cases, I reached out to him, and he was very happy to talk to me. I went to his house in San Carlos, and I had a very, very long discussion with him about kind of his history fighting these things. So he actually graduated from Stanford University, and then he practiced civil rights law for a while. And his first case in this area involved a man in San Jose who was arrested at an adult bookstore for lewd conduct. And it wasn't an undercover operation, but still Nickerson was able to throw out the case by arguing that the man's actions would not reasonably offend someone. And yeah, the legal argument for these cases is a little complicated, and I'm not an attorney, and I know you aren't either, so we don't need to get into that. But yeah, basically, he's very passionate about his work. He's gay himself, and so that really plays into his inspiration for fighting these type of things, because he really sees it as something that, is meant to keep gay people as second-class citizens by saddling them with arrest records, getting them on sex offender registries, and really just kind of marking them for the rest of their lives.
Well, marking people for their sexual identity is completely wrong in all senses. And I'm very, very happy to hear that you're reporting on this and that Bruce Nickerson is out there defending these people. So, Connor, thank you so much for coming on. When do we get to see the story in final, and where do we find it?
Yeah, I'm working on the story right now, and I'm hoping that it will be published on the Peninsula Press within the next couple of weeks, so you can look out for it there.
Fantastic. I'll be on the lookout. Thank you, Connor Richards, for coming in. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Friday. Thank you so, so much.
Thanks, Jillian.